Hello and welcome. We're looking at Martini Rossa. This is from Martini and Rossi. It says Torino. Martini, a base product of Italy. Vermouth, 15% alcohol. I bought this at Rouse's on Louisiana Highway. I think the number is 3152 Clearview Avenue. We have strange highway numbers here. There's no 2000s. It goes into the hundreds and then it skips up to 3000. I've never met anyone that can explain it. They give a cocktail recipe on the back. This company was founded in 1863 in Piedmont, Italy. That region of Italy, northwestern Italy. It has since merged with Bacardi. I'm sure you're familiar with them. Now there's a date here, it looks like 15345, so I guess the 345th day of 2015. Torino, Italy. Alright. Or Turin. You know, like the Shroud of Turin. Okay, they saying you should have it chilled in the fridge. I put it in the fridge last night, and they said on rocks. On the rocks in a rocks glass, so okay. And they were saying a lemon or orange wedge, I think. Well, that's alright, we'll go with it this way. It was $7.59 plus tax for this bottle. I think it must be what, $7.50? Yeah, 750 milliliters, which would be about 25.4 ounces in our country. Alright, there's also a dry vermouth, and then a whole bunch of others. There's a list of like, must be 8 or 10, and a lot of times with these companies they'll give you their list and then there's actually more than what's on the list. I just put these up here, these cognac brandies, just because it looked dull. The background looked dull. Alright, I've had the some other vermouths you can look up on my channel. And there's a very interesting website for this company. I mean, it's extensive. It's one of those kind of things like the Courvoisier. You might have to spend hours looking at it. And they say it's a secret recipe. Only 3 people in the world know about it. It's the same recipe since 1863. So it's not a gourmet vermouth. There was an article in the New Orleans Advocate last week about vermouth making a big comeback, and there's all kind of really, like we would call craft vermouths, craft style or gourmet. There would be like $15 to $18 a bottle, and then there's some really expensive ones, super high end, they're like $40, $50 a bottle. So $7.59 is like a base model or mass produced, but still might be good because I've had the E&J, the Ernest, the Gallo vermouth, red and the dry, and they were very nice. It's spicy, very herbal, botanical, like to say spicy. It smells like when you go to the botanical gardens and you go into the spice garden. Which might turn some people off. I do like that kind of stuff occasionally. Not constantly, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, sweet, herbal, even almost like some meat spices. Spices like you would use for pork. And I think a lot of people would drink something like this with appetizers, hors d'oeuvres. Well, for $7.59 for that bottle, this is a great value. 15%, this is about all you want to drink. Every, maybe up 2-3 times a week. And then the bottle will be gone. And then I think I'll try the dry. So, been a good number of years since I've had vermouth, and interesting that it's making a comeback. There was an article in the paper last year about sherry. There's a restaurant bar in New Orleans that's all into sherry. So some people have said, why do you want to do sherry reviews? Why do you want to do brandy? It's sort of like it's so low profile, these things. You start doing them, other people start trying them, and then it's like becomes a big thing later. And I think that's the case a lot of times. It's just kind of a circular thing. People jump on different drinks and then they jump off, and this thing gets big and then it's not big, and 50 years later it's big again. I'll look this up on YouTube. I doubt there's any more video reviews. There may be. I would score it very high. I don't give letter grades for the sherry, vermouths, the ports, the marsalas, the brandies, the cognac brandies. I don't feel like I barely know enough to do beer grades, I think, and so for this kind of thing I really don't feel comfortable. I'm just basically saying, is it good or kind of good or great? Well, there's an AC coming on, so this will be a good time to cut out that loud blower motor. So to choose between bad, fair, and good, this would be very good. I like it. No complaints. They've been doing a good job since 1863, I guess, so keep up the good work, Martini Rossi, Bacardi. Thank you for watching this video production.